I'm on a mission to understand happiness. I took it upon myself to actually go and talk to real people about their happiness. I did this at an event known as Shakespeare in the Park, which is put on by Take Note Troupe, a company which is very closely connected to play theory, and you will see why a little bit in some of the interviews. The responses were very interesting, and I think that you might even find them surprising. What is happiness to you?
That's a hard thing to answer.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm super happy.
Why do you say that?
I would say so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, me too.
Are you happy?
I am happy. Yeah,
Okay, why would you
definitely
say
would
that you're
I am.
happy?
I'm content with what I have.
Explain that to me a little bit more. So you're content with what you have? Is that like just in regards to like your stuff or your family, or?
I would say all around. My family is good, our relationships are good.
If you were to lose any of that in your life, do you feel like you would not be able to be happy anymore?
No, I think I'd still be happy. I would still be content with what I.
Happiness is circumstantial, joy is a choice.
Would you say that your happiness is dependent upon your circumstances?
No.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm super happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
State of mind, right? You know, I think it all comes down to perspective on life. And happiness is just it's a mentality, right? And so you kind of got to decide I'm a happy person and just doesn't matter what's going on.
Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not, but I'm trying to make the choice to be joyful.
I have meaning in my life. I know why I'm here. I choose happiness. I choose to see happy. It's not something that just happens to me. It's something that I choose. And it's something that is within me because of a deeper understanding, I guess.
So when you say joyful, in terms of looking at happiness, is that more of like a long-term thing, or is that like a purpose-driven thing?
It's more decision-based, in my opinion.
Okay.
Joy is more like I'm choosing to be content and to be excited about this present moment, even if it's not the best moment.
And what's your name?
Gwen.
Gwen.
Like, when are you going to get here? When are you going to leave?
When are you gonna get here? When are you gonna leave? For those who cannot see the dog underneath, this is Cooper.
Come say hi.
Say hi, Cooper.
Say hi. Come on, get up. Hey, over here.
Oh yeah, I love Cooper.
Come on, right here. Come on.
Yes, yes, Cooper.
You want to see Cooper? He's a rock climber.
Oh, that's good. Good puppy. Tell me, what do you like in your own words? What is happiness to you?
Wow. Happiness is learning to love yourself first. Probably going to end up crying.
I feel like there's happiness to be found in any circumstance. And I have a hard time saying that because I've had discussions before where people talk about, the horrible things that could be happening. And I still just hold to there's always something to be grateful for. And gratitude brings you to happiness. I feel like there's always something that is good happening.
Being grateful, you're actually required to be present. You're required to be in the moment to be grateful.
You can go through hard things and find something to be grateful for. Like, two things can coexist, and I think we forget that.
Happiness is a skill.
It is.
And not necessarily a circumstance, but I also look at happiness more of the way that you talk about joy.
Okay,
I would
makes sense.
say, which is there's this look at happiness, which is like, I don't know, like the happiness that comes from buying a car, or buying a
Right.
house, or even buying a video game.
Yeah, that
right?
dopamine rush.
Yes, right. That's and I even recently I bought a truck, and
Nice.
probably a few days after, like the happiness I felt from buying that truck wore off. It still felt good.
Yeah.
I like my truck, but it wasn't that lasting happiness, right?
Right.
But yeah, it's okay to be sad. It's like I've always said, you can be sad and happy, kind of
Yeah.
like you said earlier, which is like you can have a sad day, but generally speaking, you could be pursuing a good life.
Absolutely.
So how do you manage that? Like when tough times come your way, how do you manage that? How do you end up turning that to be happy?
Realizing that it'll all work out for the best in the end. I'm not in control.
Yes.
So, because I'm not in control, I can give that away and go, all right, we'll see how it all plays out.
So you're saying like, no matter what happens in your life, you can be happy?
Exactly.
Cool.
I feel like
So-
that makes things go right in your life, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So what do you do to like do that? Like when catastrophe strikes you in your life?
I mean, just kind of look at what the price tag is. I don't really know.
Right.
Yeah, look at the bright side, kind of what good can come out of it.
There's always tough times in our lives, right?
Yeah.
And I really believe this. No matter what happens in your life, you can be happy.
This last couple of years have been interesting. I'm an artist, put my full effort into it,
Yep.
but it's unsustainable. So I'm starting a job on the 15th, and I am uber grateful because
Yeah.
I was going to be homeless.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And here you
Isn't
are.
that exciting? Just relax and alive.
Yeah.
And you're like, your head's running, but I'm going to be homeless, but I can't pay my bills, but
We like to call in our program, we actually call that the yabba yabbas. It's like all the things in your head, they're telling you can't do it, or that you're not good enough. It sounds like you've had a really amazing journey. It sounds like it's been tough. And you know what? I love what you said, though, about how you have to learn to love yourself.
yeah.
And that's a practice, right? I'm so glad that you sat with me today because I feel like you have practiced things in your life that have helped you to do this, to love yourself. There's probably people who are in this crowd who are struggling with that right now, right?
Everybody struggles with it.
What you're saying right now, it reminds me of one of our principles, let go and play.
Yeah.
So sometimes life hits us. Sometimes it hits us in ways that we don't like.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes we have to be able to, no matter what, we say, life is important. I'm going to let go and I'm going to be in the moment. So these are the principles that we teach. It kind of sounds like what we're talking about today is being present, which is being grateful for our circumstances.
Yeah.
And then letting go of the hard things.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing that we teach these kids here too.
That's cool. Yes.
Thank you so much. I'd like you to take both of these for me today, a sticker
All
and a
right.
bookmark, and
Thank you.
share that with your family.
All right.
There are still more interviews to listen to, but before we get into that, a word from today's sponsor. Okay, there's no sponsors. But there is a way that you can promote happiness in the world, and it's free. Subscribe. You can subscribe to the Happiness Playbook. I would appreciate anything that you can do to help. So tell your friends, subscribe yourself, like, comment, all of those things. But especially, we need subscribers right now to get to monetization so we can grow, we can expand more, we can actually promote happiness more in the world. So thank you for subscribing. What would you say happiness is?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard thing to answer because I think obviously everybody's definition of happiness is different.
Hold on, let me think.
Like a positive feeling like in your chest or in your soul. I feel like that comes from like being aligned with what you want.
For me, it's like the best feeling in the world. I think it's different from person to person, and it's a lot about perspective.
I would describe happiness as like finding the joy in something or like enjoying
Yeah.
like different moments in your life.
How does that look, enjoying different moments in your life?
Hanging out with like family.
Okay.
Like you could just like really enjoy the moment and then like you could find happiness.
Joy or like a sense of completion or
Yeah.
like closeness with other people, any of the above. Like I feel like I get the same feeling in my chest for all those different positive feelings.
I would say it's joy. Joy in the sense that you feel at peace with everything. Not necessarily that everything's great, but that you feel contentment.
I feel like a lot of happiness is just finding it wherever you're at, you know, because there's always going to be something to be stressed about and something to be worried about. So being able to find peace and joy in the moment that you're in is really important. So that's what happiness is to me.
So you're saying that regardless of whatever your circumstances might be in life, you can be happy?
Yes.
She should have gone first.
My happiness comes from like serving others.
Would you say that you are happy?
I am happy. I think I'm happy, yes. I know I'm happy. I didn't used to be happy. I went through a really I've been through a lot of difficult periods in my life.
Yeah.
But I went through a particularly difficult period. I was really bitter for a long time.
Yeah.
And super unhappy, and it affected like everything in my life.
Based on your definition of happiness, would you say that you're happy?
I would, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how would you describe that?
I'm really thankful. I feel like I get to do a lot of things that bring me joy. I love being able to socialize with new people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Home for the summer, so I feel like I've been having a lot of fun recently. A lot of opportunity to mostly meet new people. That is always like the way I feel the most happy, making new friends.
It's raining outside, so I can't go walk my dog, but I like the smell of rain, so I'm happy, you know? Or my Dippin' Dots are melting, but at least I got to eat most of the cup, so I'm happy. And it's
keep going.
different perspective from person to person, what makes them happy. generally the same idea, just different experiences.
You know, I actually love this. I want to talk about the Dippin' Dots for a second. Because
bring them in?
yeah, bring them in. Yeah, and can I have a bite? No, just
Of course.
No, I'm just kidding. Happiness is a skill and not a circumstance of life. So melting dipping dots, let's talk about that. That's a circumstance. We could be happy if they're unhappy if they're melting, but we can also choose to look at it in a different way, saying, I got to experience that. I got to be a part of that. And that's actually choosing happiness. So you're choosing it as a skill. And I also like to say this, happiness is a skill and skills take practice.
Oh, for sure.
We can practice it in our own life.
Coming to TNT and just kind of falling into it, the kids have taught me how to be happy. Their attitudes and their ability to practice play theory taught me how to practice play theory and helped me become happy. Serving them and learning from them helped me to like get out of that and become a better person.
So you found that in the community?
I did.
With the kids?
The kids are always happy, always bubbly, complimenting people, helping people.
So would you say that by your definition, I guess your collective definition of happiness?
Yes, definitely collective.
Would you say that you're happy?
I would say so. Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, me too.
How would you say that connects? Like, from what your idea of happiness, why would you say you're happy?
That the more I see Meadow happy and joyful, the more happiness that gives me. That's not to say my happiness is dependent on her happiness, but there's a direct correlation.
I mean, because we're both college students, so we're broke, and it's, but we scramble the money together to pay rent every month. There's a lot of things we could be stressed about. Finding peace, enjoying the little things in life, just spending time together.
You've been kind of talking a lot about being present, like being in the moment is a way to be happy. Ian, what you were talking about is like, hey, when she's happy, I'm happy. That's a way of looking outward, right? It's like we think about ourselves, like if I'm not happy today, and we just like let that bear down on us. Then one thing we could do to resolve that is to be present and then to like look out for other people. Because it's really hard to think of yourself when you think about others.
Interview my cousin Emma.
Yeah.
Emma, also a stage director in Utah.
Do you actually direct?
I do. I am a director down in Utah.
So fun.
Direct, music direct, produce.
How would you describe happiness?
Good question. To me, happiness is a feeling of belonging and doing things that bring you joy. To me, that's the arts. To others, it may be playing football or drawing a picture, but it's the feeling that you get of acceptance in the thing that you are doing, and it brings you joy.
If some of those things were to, I don't wish this upon you, but if some of those things were to crash and burn, would you feel like you'd still be able to be happy in your life?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah? Happiness is also who you surround yourself with.
So by your definition of happiness, would you say that you're happy in your life?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy.
I love that. Oh yeah.
I try to be present in like the moments when I'm like with other people, so that I like kind of like what I said, so I can just like find the happiness in those moments.
What you were talking about was making me think about like looking outward. Like when we talk about that principle, we actually talk about how we add to society, right? Like, so you talk about making friends. Well, what your effort in that process is doing also is you're allowing somebody else to have friends.
Yeah.
So you're actually giving a gift to them. And it's kind of cool to think about it that way. Sometimes we think about building friendships as like bringing something good into your life, which it is. But I think it can become very powerful when you realize you're giving that gift. I find it really tempting to tease people and to be sarcastic.
Yes.
It can become negative pretty quickly.
It can,
right?
it can, yes.
Like I don't want to say there's like no room for joking with friends, but I think it's really important to like understand that like we need to spend more time being genuine with one another.
Yes.
Because that's the problem with sarcasm. Sarcasm is funny, but if we're always sarcastic, we're never genuine. And we have to be genuine so that we can build community with one another.
Yes, you're feeling something genuine towards somebody, like a compliment, that you can say that. And so when there's something that I see that's good, I just say it. And then it's genuine. It's not pretend. I actually mean what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, and you have to be in the present moment to be genuine, I think, right?
Yes.
So if you really want to be present, you could just say, I'm gonna find someone who I can genuinely compliment. It's much easier for me to compliment people after practicing it.
Yes.
But that's my encouragement to everybody is like, to actually practice that.
I feel like it just builds a better relationship.
I love play theory. I think it's an excellent way for anyone of all ages
Yeah.
to find that skill in being happy.
That's where you're at. I love that you're happy.
Thank you. I love that you're happy too. I love the energy that you exude.
Follow the podcast. Hopefully we can help with your happiness practice in your own life, because that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
Just to help you with that. Keep remembering that the circumstances of our life, they will always change, but our ability to choose will never change.
Boom.
Thank you for sitting down with me.
Thanks for
That's so
having
fun.
us.
Thank you both.
That was awesome.
That was so validating to me to have you both come and
Aw,
sit down.
I'm glad. I know, this was so much fun.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Jessica,
Ty.
you're the best.
As are you. We have
Yes.
fun together.
Yes.
You have one unheard message.